Life can be a roller coaster of emotions, right? Some days are full of joy and sunshine, others feel like we're battling a storm. Emotional agility is like having a superpower to navigate these ups and downs with more grace and resilience. It's about learning to be with our emotions, even the tough ones, without getting swept away. Instead of letting our feelings dictate our actions, we learn to pause, reflect, and choose how we want to respond. Imagine being stuck in a traffic jam. Getting angry won't make the cars move any faster, will it? Emotional agility is like finding a different route. Maybe putting on some music or calling a loved one. It's about accepting the situation and finding ways to make the best of it. Why does this matter? Because when we're emotionally agile, we're more likely to build stronger relationships, achieve our goals, and live a more meaningful life. It's about showing up for ourselves, even when it's hard. In her book, Emotional Agility, Susan David gives us practical tools to cultivate this superpower. She breaks it down into 4 key steps: showing up, stepping out, walking your why, and moving on. Let's explore each of these together. The first step to emotional agility is the bravest one, showing up for our emotions. It means acknowledging and accepting whatever we're feeling without judgment. Many of us try to ignore or suppress difficult emotions like sadness, anger, or fear. We might try to think positive or distract ourselves with work, food, or endless scrolling on our phones. But here's the thing. Emotions don't just disappear when we ignore them. They fester and grow stronger in the shadows. Showing up means turning towards our emotions with curiosity and compassion. What is this feeling trying to tell me? What do I need in this moment? This doesn't mean dwelling on negativity or letting our emotions control us. It's about creating space for them, listening to their whispers, and understanding the messages they carry. Think of it like tending to a garden. We can't just ignore the weeds and expect beautiful flowers to bloom. We have to acknowledge what's there and choose how we want to tend to our emotional landscape. Our minds are powerful storytellers. When we experience a difficult emotion, our thoughts often jump in with a narrative, often negative and unhelpful. We might tell ourselves, "I'm a failure," "I'm not good enough," or "this always happens to me." These thoughts can trap us in a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. Stepping out means learning to detach from these thoughts. It's about recognizing that our thoughts are not facts, they're just mental events, fleeting like clouds in the sky. We don't have to believe everything we think. Instead of getting caught up in our thoughts, we can observe them with curiosity. Imagine your mind is like a busy highway and your thoughts are the cars speeding by. You don't have to jump in every car and go for a ride. You can choose to stand on the side and simply observe the traffic without getting swept away by it. This detachment allows us to create space between our emotions and our reactions, giving us the freedom to choose a more helpful response. Section 4. Walking your why, connecting with your values. When we're disconnected from our values, it's easy to feel lost and uncertain. We might find ourselves reacting to situations in ways that don't align with who we want to be. Walking your why is about identifying your core values, the guiding principles that give your life meaning and purpose. What truly matters to you? Is it kindness, courage, creativity, or something else? Once you've identified your values, you can start making choices that are consistent with them. This alignment creates a sense of integrity and authenticity in our lives. When we live in accordance with our values, we're more likely to feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment, even in the face of challenges. Imagine you're about to make a difficult decision. Ask yourself, what would someone who embodies my values do in this situation? This simple question can provide clarity and guidance, helping you navigate challenges with more confidence and purpose. Walking your why is about living a life that reflects your deepest values, creating a path that feels both meaningful and true. Section 5. Moving on, taking action with courage and compassion. Emotional agility isn't just about understanding and processing our emotions. It's about using that awareness to take courageous action. Moving on means letting go of what's not serving us and moving forward with courage and compassion, both for ourselves and others. It's about making choices that align with our values and support our well-being. Sometimes moving on means setting boundaries in our relationships, saying no to requests that drain our energy, or leaving situations that no longer serve us. It can also mean taking a step outside our comfort zone, pursuing a new passion, or simply choosing to focus on the positive. Remember, taking action doesn't require grand gestures. It's often the small, consistent steps that make the biggest difference. Start by identifying one small action you can take today that aligns with your values or supports your well-being. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer to living a more courageous and fulfilling life. Section 6. The power of emotional agility in everyday life. Emotional agility is a superpower we can all cultivate. It's not about becoming emotionless or always being positive. It's about learning to navigate the full spectrum of human emotions with more grace and resilience. When we practice emotional agility, we show up more fully for ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us. Imagine approaching difficult conversations with more empathy and understanding, navigating workplace challenges with greater resilience, or responding to life's inevitable curveballs with more grace and composure. This is the power of emotional agility in action. It's about embracing our imperfections, learning from our experiences, and showing up for life with an open heart and a willingness to grow. Section 7. A journey towards a more fulfilling life. Cultivating emotional agility is a lifelong journey, not a destination. There will be days when we stumble, when old patterns resurface, and when we feel anything but agile. And that's okay. The key is to approach ourselves with self-compassion, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep practicing. Remember, emotional agility is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time and effort to develop. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and never underestimate the power of small, consistent steps. As you continue on this journey, you'll discover a greater sense of inner peace, resilience, and joy, even amidst life's inevitable challenges. Start today and embrace the transformative power of emotional agility in your life.